me, Mario.
Oh yes, it is. Welcome to Play It Loud, and tonight we're playing Super Mario 64. Loud, well, loudish. Actually, we're playing it pretty quietly because what the point of this video is actually mostly to give you guys some news and to let you know what's happening with the channel and where we're going and what we're doing. The reason that it's happening over the backdrop of Super Mario 64 is twofold. For one, it's one of my all-time favorite games. And secondly, because this is actually one of the bits of news I've got. As of today, I'm able to record live from consoles. So this is coming off not like my previous Let's Plays, which were direct in software computer on my computer. This is being played live on my N64. Now, I am going to give this caveat. At the moment, I'm playing it in a preview window on OBS, and there is a notable bit of lag. So if I make it to the top of the tower and get the star, it may be a minor miracle. This isn't the start of a Mario 64 playthrough, obviously, otherwise I'd have started from the start. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the progress we've been making and the fact that I now have the ability to record N64 games. Wow, even stomping on the blue switch was a slight challenge. This is going to be interesting. So the other big news, other than the fact that I'm now able to record N64 games, is that the Play It Loud family has grown to include several new members. One of the things I was really nervous about starting up Play It Loud was that it was just going to be me talking into a microphone by myself. And that's what it has been so far. But as this week has gone by and as I've been recording and releasing videos, I've approached several people who I wanted to get involved in the in Play It Loud, and I was so nervous that they were going to say no. I was so nervous that I was going to have a group of people who I approached and they were all going to say, no, that's not really my kind of thing, or no, I don't want to do that. In fact, everyone I asked said yes. I was absolutely blown away and thrilled. Everybody who I asked, would you like to come and co-commentate, said yes. So we are going to have plenty of voices coming up with people who will be experiencing these games for the first time or sharing their favorite old games with us, or a combination of both. Hopefully we'll even have some videos that I'm not talking at you in. So this is gonna be tricky. As I said, there is real lag here. It's not so much that you'd notice it if you were watching it, but when you were playing it and when you were trying to make precision jumps, you cannot help but notice it. The fact is that this will not be a problem when we actually come to recording on, like when I'm recording games properly. That'll be on my laptop, it'll be plugged into the TV, so I won't be watching it in this tiny little preview screen. And it won't be lagging. But for the moment, as I said, this is just more to show you where we're at. That said, the most exciting thing is the fact that I'm going to have more commentators. Several people have expressed an interest, and I'm just absolutely thrilled. Not only because they've expressed an interest, but because the people who have are people who I know are entertaining, who are fun, who are funny, and yeah, so it's going to be a great group. The actually, where shall we go? Let's try the slide. I wonder if I can do the slide like this. The other thing I wanted to talk about was sort of where the channel is going and what's coming up. So next week I'm going to do another Let's Play. Depending on time constraints, that may be another one I do on my own. It may not. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully that'll be the first one I do with somebody else talking as well. The commentaries coming up, the Let's Plays coming up, will hopefully include Cosmos Cosmic Adventure with me and my sister, reliving our youth there. Another one I want to do is Carmen Sandiego, the deluxe edition of Carmen Sandiego. Again, my sister co-commentating on that. Other ones coming up are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the NES version. Also, quite possibly Super Mario Brothers at some point, and definitely Sonic 1 for the Master System. You're probably going to see a number of Master System games because at the moment I'm focusing games I grew up with, and I very much grew up with Master System games more so than NES games. There'll be a few NES games, but look at Master System games, and especially there's going to be even more DOS games. So things like Cosmos Cosmic Adventure, things like Jill of the Jungle is going to be one we're going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to take a look at an MS-DOS game. I'm not going to do a full playthrough, but I actually just got a DOS game that I've not had before. The sequel to Word Rescue, actually, called Word Rescue Plus. And it's not going to be a long video, but it's just going to be I'm not going to play the whole game. But I thought, you know, I've just got this game for the first time, and I want to show it off, and I want to talk about what I like about Word Rescue in particular and edutainment games in general. And so I thought that might be a nice opportunity. And yeah, then next week we'll be back into the Let's Plays. Hope you've all enjoyed Commander Keen and Kirby, and yeah, please leave comments on what you think, you know, we should do differently and what you've liked. And yeah, hopefully you'll give us some insight and help us become a better channel. I'm going to talk briefly now about Super Mario 64 because I do love this game so much. My first experience with Mario 64... Why is he walking so slow? This controller has got issues, and there's that lag thing. My first experience with Super Mario 64 came in 1996. So before it was actually out in Australia, there was a games shop in Wagga Wagga. I want to say it was called Games Wizards, but I could be wrong. It was an independent game shop in Wagga Wagga, and I was at the Wagga Wagga Business Fair. My aunt was skydiving for the dairy. Why she was skydiving for the dairy, I couldn't now tell you. But one of the stalls they had set up, and it was mostly like, you know, other business people there. But one of the stalls that was set up was for this game shop, which the name of which now escapes me. Oh, yeah, I'm better when there's no lag. And they had, fresh from Japan, an absolutely brand new Nintendo 64 with Super Mario 64 and Pilot Wings 64. I had never seen anything like it in my life. I was like one of about 3 kids there because it was a business fair. Who brings kids to a business fair? I was one of about 3 kids there, and I just sat at that stand and played Mario 64. But of course it was all in Japanese, and so me and this other kid spent the whole morning trying to figure out like what the Japanese things meant. But I think one of the best things about Mario 64 and one of the things that makes it such a great game is the fact that even though we had no idea what any of the text said, we couldn't really read the instructions. It's so intuitive, we were able to work it out in no time flat. And I love that. I think that's one of the real signs of a great game, is that if you can plonk someone down in it, no manual. I'm not saying that, you know, I have to have a game hold my hand all the time, but I don't mind reading the manual for a complicated game. But if you can plonk someone down in front of a game without a manual and they can pick it up instantly, I think you've made something pretty special. But yeah, I mean, we even got to and beat Bowser, the first Bowser. We obviously finished the game in the time we had it that day. So that was really cool. As a result, this remains one of my fondest memories, this game. It made me want a Nintendo 64. It made me... I'd never really wanted a console up till then. My friends had Master Systems. Yeah, like most of my friends had Master Systems. I played the NES. I played the Super NES. I'd never wanted a console of my own. I'd been completely content with the PC. But then I saw this, and I wanted an N64. And when I eventually got an N64, this was the game. This was the first game I went and made sure I got. I mean, it's not like I hadn't played it by then. I had played it At one point I played it on an emulator. At another point I played it on, when I got my DS, I got Super Mario 64 for the DS. God, you can tell it's been a while since I've done this because I've got these in the wrong order. So yeah, I mean, I've been playing this game for years. Oh my god, I'm out of practice. Okay, so it's that one. This one. I hope I get these right, or I'm going to have to go find more coins. And even after all these years, I mean, so that's what, 20 years ago now I first played this game, and I still find it as enjoyable and enrapturing as ever I did. So, yeah. Mario 64, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna spend too long on this. I really just wanted to do this to tell you about what's happening with the channel and what's coming up, and to show you our new N64 recording ability, which of course means also I'm going to be recording Genesis or Mega Drive rather, and Master System and Wii and GameCube and hopefully PlayStation and PS2. Yeah, it's a real step forward for the channel. It's something I'm really looking forward to getting into, and I hope you'll come with us on this ride, and hope you'll enjoy our new additions to the channel as well, who are a group of great people, and I really look forward to putting them up on YouTube and watching the world go crazy. So thank you for joining us tonight on Play It Loud. I'm Braden. Until next time, keep